Hello my friends, welcome to Electronic channel. This is Uncle Misha. We have Dual-Temp mini heat gun. Why do I need this? Very often I use heat shrink tubes, and sometimes I use them away from my main rework station, which has the heat gun. And you know, it's very hard. I was using like a lighter to actually heat shrink the heat tube or heat shrink tubes. And I decided to buy this one. I paid not much for it, got it from Amazon. I think it was even on sale, something like $17. And I think this is relatively okay purchase for $17. So this little thing can do, it's like 350 watts. It can, well, it's actually quite substantial power. It can do 200C and 350C, which is actually pretty nice. 200 it's probably decent enough for heat shrinking, and 350 I don't know, probably for something more substantial like scraping the paint or something, I don't know. Unfortunately I wouldn't be able to measure this temperature because the temperature sensor I have is 150C maximum, so we're gonna trust this guy. So let's take a look what we have inside. Gonna use our little X-Acto knife here just to remove this packaging quickly. Nice and easy. Packaging is very simplistic, but at least it's like wrapped in the plastic for the protection. Okay, so we have a little more plastic here, and that's gonna be enough. Okay. Oh my god, it's bigger than I expected. And they just shove some of the heat shrink in here. Alright, so this is the model, work area safety and stuff like that. Wow, it's actually bigger than I thought. It's bigger and heavy. No, I mean, it's not too bad, but it is bigger than I thought, and it's actually quite beefy. I mean, still better than nothing, than using lighter, but comes with a bunch of heat shrinks, like with very simplistic colors, nothing really special. And yeah, that's, I'm gonna put that because I have a little container for all this stuff, so I'm gonna put them, or maybe just keep them around the bench here. So a few more, sorry. Okay. It comes with some kind of spoon device. I think this goes like this. Alright, and when you have two wires connected to not burn anything else, you just like, you know, let me find two wires here. Yep, so you're gonna put stuff like this, for example, and just do heat shrink right here, insulated to the this particular area, and not, you know, keep blowing the temperature. This is actually pretty neat. Okay, I thought it's gonna be a little bit more than that of the heat shrink tubes, but yeah, and they don't look as good as what I have. But nevertheless, should we take it apart? I think it's gonna be pretty simplistic. Gonna just be a motor, fan, heating element, and that's it. It's actually looking good. Have nice protection here. Cord is, I mean, relatively decent. Cord is polarized, and the button is here. So as I understand, this is off, this is on 1 speed, this is on 2 speed. I'm curious if it's gonna also increase the fan speed. Okay, so I will go in garage and turn this thing on in the garage, because on the box it says, and the box it's, where was it? This is called Reflector nozzle, by the way. Where the hell was it? Warning! There may be some smoke coming out during the first 30-minute use. It's the volatilization of glue stuff inside. Don't be worried, it's not on fire. Volatilization, yay? Okay, so because of the volatilization, I won't be allowing escape volatile particles in my basement. I'm gonna go in outside or in garage and smoke this thing out there before we're gonna play with it here. But it's actually pretty big. Let me measure the size of it. So it is, where are centimeters? It's like 22 centimeters body and 26 with the strain relief over here. And let me see, the wire is actually pretty long. Wire looks like 6 feet or so. Yeah. It's about 6 feet. I'm gonna just do a cheaper way of measuring it because I don't wanna like. Alright, roughly 20 centimeters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, 1.6 meters roughly. So that's very good. Okay, let me smoke this thing out and I'll be back. Alright, I had a chance finally to actually stink it out, this thing. So I left it in garage. It was like working there for some long time, stinking out the garage. Now it's not supposed to be stinky. So let's try to power it up. Okay. Oh, it feels pretty hot here. It's getting up the speed, and I think it's getting red inside. I don't know if it's really hard to see. I don't want to point it too much towards the camera, but I see red. Okay, so let's try to do some heat shrinking. All right. So we're gonna use that. We have 2 random wires. Just gonna cut a little piece of heat shrink tube, just like so. Well, we're gonna do like this kind of wire splicing and something to this extent. Yep, just fire it up. Ta-da! You know, it's actually pretty good. You see how nicely it wrapped that wire. Well, one more thing I would like to do is actually to weigh the thing. If my scale is working, yeah. It's like 260 grams and cable probably a little bit more. Yeah, it is quite beefy, but it's not too bad. I'm maybe just gonna leave this thing attached here. Okay, so in a conclusion, well, time will tell, but so far I think this thing gonna be working for me, and I don't have to reach out every time I would like to do heat shrinking or heating up something for the rework station, which is on a different desk, right? Okay, so I would recommend it, and I didn't pay much. It was on sale, so paid I think like 17 Canadian dollars. I don't think it's super cheap. I would say this this may be even cheaper, but so far so good. Curious how this plastic thing gonna withstand the heat. I hope it will, because right now it's warm, right? But I use it for a pretty short period of time. Yeah. Alright guys, I think if you're interested in this thing, link gonna be down below. You know, if you're interested. But I think it's okay. I like it. I need to also figure out how to make a little loop and just leave it here hanging on my somewhere here on my bench. Yeah, it won't be used that often, but if it's gonna be used, it's handy to have it around my desk pretty much all the time. Alright guys, we'll be wrapping up. Thank you for watching. Please stay tuned for more videos. Stay safe and ciao.